Yeah, the general characteristics are very important actually. As we have been talking about it, there are different characteristics. Just before answering this particular one, I was answering the question prior to this. The apart from the force requirement or apart your wear resistance and all, you should be also able to identify the characteristics like the temperature sustainability, then your chemical resistance or the chemical composition, oil resistance, and all such kind of things. We should be able to remember, especially for the molybdenum disulfide. Whether you, if you do not require to go for the uh, 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 what you call your colored components and all, then you will be able to utilize the molybdenum disulfide also. Then even the solvents which you have to use it over there, especially for the very heavy loads applications and all, one has to go for the solvent based applications of the dry film lubricants. But normally for the rubber application or the rubber components and all, water is being utilized, and that is the most acceptable methodology which has been used into the industries actually. You would like to add anything, Mike?
No, I think that's fine.
Yeah, it's another question here. What are the conditions for the application of dry film coatings?
Yeah, this is very important. As I rightly I had just described the surface, typical surfaces. This is the most important condition. One has to be very importantly thought of it actually. Compared to the conventional lubricants, solid film lubricants are the perfect additives or the alternatives following this particular kind of processes and all. So the typical surfaces is a very important aspect of it. One has to keep it in mind. One can utilize the solid film lubricants on all kinds of the surfaces, all kinds of, not only rubber or not only metal and all, which could be utilized for everywhere. If one wants to extend the service life and long-term lubrication, then the perfect choice is the dry film lubrications. Then the extreme environments. I remember one of my customer who is manufacturing the brake cylinders, and he has been facing some problems related to the typical behavior of the O-rings or the oil seals, which are being used into that application. And then where the sustainable, apart from the sustainability, the behavior of the rubber with reference to the chemical, that was his problem. So the most dry coatings can function in extreme environments and with a high speed pressure and the temperatures. This is very important. Liquid lubricants has got a limitation which can fail actually. Okay, but many cases the conditions are fulfilled. These conditions will be fulfilled by the dry film lubricants actually. Then the reciprocating motion. This is also another area. In the absence of, I just mentioned, especially for the cylinders, hydraulic cylinders or pneumatic cylinders and all, if the oil assisted application and the reciprocation motion is there, then this will perfectly work very well, the dry film lubricants. But in the absence of that, it has got the limitations. It has got a limitation, and the failure would be more. Though the behavior for the wear resistance and all is very good for this, but that can fail very often actually. So these are the certain conditions one has to keep it in mind while considering the application point of view actually. Conditions.
Yeah, the conditions and characteristics are very similar. You're looking at what is the lubrication capacity that you need? How much friction reduction do you need? You need to be compatible with the substrate. you need to be able to withstand a given temperature range and exposure to water or solvents or other things. So the conditions and the characteristics interact with one another to mandate the right material for application, right?
Absolutely. Very true.